So here we are after another bout at the Bowman Center and another interview. And before we start with that, we're just going to get like a little introduction with this fine gentleman before us. So viewers at home can familiarize themselves with him because while we in Manitoba may know him, many of you may not. So this is Mr. Zigzag. Hello, hello. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Perfect. Zigzag went very far in bracket today. Didn't quite get first, but made it very close at second. Overcame some real obstacles to get there. And yeah, before we start, just a quick little introduction of like who you are and kind of like what your role is in the wider Manitoba scene.
Yeah, so I've been playing for like, was it 3 years now? So yeah, I've been helping people improve. I'm one of the main carpool drivers to Brandon usually. So yeah, I like getting people out to different events. That's definitely part of what I enjoy.
Yep. All right. Short and sweet. I like that. Now for the actual like interview portion of it, sort of like you alluded to like playing the game for like 3 years now. Kind of like what's your story? How'd you get your start? And yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to go to tournaments for a while before I actually started in 2023. There was I think an Etherland in Winkler I was going to go to and then ended up not going. And then in 2020, there's another tournament I was going to go to in Winnipeg and it just didn't work out. And then, yeah, I got started in 2023. And yeah, I definitely I started off better than I thought I was going to. A lot of people say like you'll go O2 for years. That wasn't the case with me. But that definitely can still happen to a lot of people. I think it's just all about having like good practice. So if you're just playing like not very often, it's not going to happen. But it's random because you'll never really know how good you are until you go to tournaments. But yeah, I got PR within a year, but like low PR. So I've been climbing ever since basically. There was one season I didn't make PR, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah, just kept improving. Yeah, for improving, I think the biggest thing for me has just been quality practice over just quantity. So, yeah.
All right. Now for the second question, you have been newly crowned as the best player in Manitoba. Kind of just wanted to know like your general feelings with it. You know, was the season everything you hoped for, or are there some things you could like improve on, and sort of like what's your advice to sort of people like aspiring to like reach those levels?
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good season. I definitely enjoyed like this was like 3 Brandon tournaments and 1 Winnipeg one. So it was very enjoyable to like hang out with all the Brandon people for all the tournaments that we went there for. The good carpool conversations. Yeah, I would say it was a great season. Like I liked being Joey because I hate Kasia. So it always felt good to beat him. But I would have liked to beat James more. That's the only person I didn't like. I was 1-1 on him. I would have loved to have been a winning record. So besides that, everything was great this season. I definitely enjoyed how I played. I felt like even the last while, I feel like I've always been playing at my best, which a lot of people probably can't say for themselves. But yeah, and then what was the second question?
Sort of like what's your advice to people sort of like striving for PR or sort of those like higher levels of their scene?
It's definitely quality practice. So playing elite is okay, but playing with people who are actually going to tell you what you're doing wrong, who are going to actually punish you for your habits and force you to improve, not just mindless elite smash where they just press the same button over and over again and then you don't learn anything either.
Okay. And then I guess like another question with that is you're kind of like well known as sort of like the people you go to if there's advice on a character or improvements or things like that. Just from your kind of like personal opinion, how valuable is like online practice versus like in-person practice? Is one inherently better than the other, or are they kind of like equal? They just need to be used in different ways?
Yeah, I mean, I would think offline practice will always be better, but you also just can't get a lot of it. And if you're at tournaments, like often it's not very serious practice if you're just playing friendlies after a bracket. But online, because it's available, it's also really good. I haven't tried any of the Wi-Fi mods, so I can't say if those are amazing or not for practice. I know some things can feel a little bit weird still, even with less delay. But I think getting practice where you can is always good. Just, yeah, I don't recommend Elite.
I get you. Alrighty. One final question that we kind of like to do here is sort of like a hypothetical sort of like scenario here. So, which character do you think would be better? Aegis, but instead of like Pyra, you have Ike, and instead of Mithra, you have like Sheik.
Okay.
Or Ice Climbers, but it's Pyra and Mithra.
Okay, so both at the same time.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. Are they the same speed, or are they going to just get separated all the time?
For this, we'll say that it's sort of like their speeds are
just
like
in between.
yeah, like the mean between them.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff with both of them. If you had both of them at the same time, yeah, I think Pyra Mithra, if they were Ice Climbers, I think would be better. But Ike Sheik is really good too, because she can just kill then. But I think just there'd be more broken stuff with Pyra Mithra as Ice Climbers.
That's fair. Alrighty. Well, thank you for agreeing to this interview.
Yeah.
It was great to have you. And make sure to turn out to the next BatBC. Thank you.